Am I recording? I am. Good morning and welcome to week 5 of Diamonds Uncut Training. I'm Karina. It's great to be here. I am sorry that this is late. I was sick yesterday and the day before, and I am finally feeling a little bit more alive today. Yay! So what I want to talk to you guys about is leadership, personal development, and having a long-term mindset. And I actually asked to speak on this topic because I think one of the hardest things for us before we hit diamond or any other rank for that matter is realizing that there is a leader within us, is realizing that people are going to be looking to us for leadership and that we can't always be looking to Rosa or Ali or Kathy, whomever your upline is. We can't be looking to them as the leader for our people. Our tribe is ours, and we need to define ourselves as their leader. But for me, that was a really big struggle because while I've always been like a stronger personality, I've never really felt like I had like leadership skills, but turns out I do. But those had to be developed. And I think hands down, the most critical piece of developing yourself as a leader and as a successful coach in general is personal development. I made a video for my team the other day where I said that if you're not doing your personal development, it's not a matter of if you're going to quit, it's a matter of when. And that's the truth. If you are not building your mind up every single day, if you are not putting your mindset into a positive place every single day, this will not work because there are a lot of challenges, as you know, as you're working towards hitting diamond, and people are saying no, or people are quitting and you're losing your rank, whatever it might be. You think you have it all lined up and then things come falling down. It can beat you up and make you think you're not going to succeed if you're not doing personal development. Now, one of the main, the go-to guy for leadership is John C. Maxwell. Now, his style isn't for everybody, but his value is for everybody. So even if you're reading the book I'm about to suggest for you, and you are like, who is this old guy? Trust me, he knows what he's talking about, and he makes excellent points when it comes to leadership. So the book I recommend when it comes to developing yourself as a leader is Good Leaders Ask Great Questions by John C. Maxwell. It's an easy read. It's actually the book of his that I had no trouble finishing. I had the privilege, honor to be in a training session with him in Colorado last year, and it was incredible to be with this man. And he talks about how, as a leader, you have to, you love your team. For sure you love your team. But you have to give your time and energy to the members of your team that are working with you. You have to figure out who the runners are and run with them. And that comes as you're building yourself to diamond, is seeking out the people that you want to do this with. Seeking out the people that you believe could rock this with you. So one thing that there's that book, Good Leaders Ask Great Questions by John C. Maxwell. But also what I would love for you guys to do is make a list of people, whether they're your best friend, your mom, your aunt, somebody you know from the gym, somebody you know from a class you used to take, somebody you know from high school. Think of people in your life who you would love to do this with, that you think could rock at this, and put them down on paper, pen to paper, put their names down, and label it Dream Team, and invite them. Invite them to the next coaching opportunity webinar. Invite them to your own sneak peek that you're doing. Invite them to check out a playlist of the previous happy hours or one of the previous happy hours, and just say, look, I see something in you that would rock at this because, and I would love for you to take a look at this. Would you? The worst that they can say is no. And if they say no, you're not going to just cross their list off and be like, meh, I tried. They're not into it. You're going to keep that name on that list. We want to build a tribe. Becoming a diamond coach is the first level of really, truly growing that team. And it's not just about the rank. It's about knowing that you can. So make that list, read that book, and Also, if you don't already, I recommend you subscribe to the podcast, Build Your Tribe by Chalene Johnson. The great thing about personal development, you guys, that's something you can make the time for anytime. I listen to it while I'm washing dishes. I listen to it while I'm in the shower. I listen to it while I'm working, because somehow it's got to be sinking in if I'm working, right? I make it a part of every single day. And if I haven't had time to sit down and read, I make sure that that happens through podcasts during the day that I'm listening to it, or listening to previous national wake-up calls. I can't say enough about how critical it is to build your mind up, or you will get discouraged. Another book I recommend is, and it's a hard read, it took me a long time, so don't be discouraged, but it's called The Success Principles by Jack Canfield, and it's hands down one of the best ones out there. I put off reading it for like almost the last 2 years and finally got it done, and I'm so glad that I did, and I'm going to read it again. So personal development, I'm going to include in here a list of personal development by style, like by need, but I really recommend you start looking at yourself as a leader and telling yourself that you are a leader, and telling yourself that you have value that you can build into these people's lives that you're inviting to this coaching opportunity. And last, but certainly not least, is having a long-term mindset. When I began as a coach, when I began as a challenger, I said to myself, I looked at myself buck naked in the mirror before I had a shower, and I was like, this is going to change, because I was really unhappy with my body at that time. And I said, this is going to change. This is happening. You've purchased your challenge pack. Once it arrives, you're all in, you're doing this. And I did. And I lost 55 pounds and 34 inches. And that is a huge part of why I'm a successful coach, is because I know what we do works. And you have to have that belief within you. And you have to know that when you sign up as a coach, you can't participate in the first 5 days of training, not sell a challenge pack, and think, meh, it didn't happen. Because that's kind of ridiculous. If you did sell a challenge pack, bravo, that is fantastic. But I just mean it doesn't happen instantaneously for everybody. You have to trust the process. You have to know that if you are in this long term, it's going to work. That's literally all there is to it. If you do the vital behaviors every single day, if you do a power hour and you are consistent, this will work. Your dreams will come true. There's no way they can't if you do the work. So one other piece of personal development when it comes to that long-term mindset, the very, very first book that was recommended to me, and the title threw me off, but it's GoPro. I'm looking for it because it's usually around me. GoPro, How to Become a Network Marketing Professional. Right? No. Brilliant book by Eric Worre. Brilliant book. I listened to it on iTunes. I purchased it for like $9 on iTunes. I've listened to it probably 50 times. I might know it off by heart, because there are a lot of objections you get, or thoughts you might not realize you're thinking, that he addresses, because this is a different business. So I encourage you to listen to that book or read it, whatever is your learning style. You'll find it changes your perspective on what you're offering to people, and it will change your perspective on how you're approaching people about this. Because I'm in this forever, I don't cry over no's. I'm able to let them go, because I'm like, you know what? It's not a no, it's a not right now. There is no other business that you can be involved in where you could have the potential to earn what you have to earn with this business in as short a time as you can earn it with this business. For me to know that I'm in the 50K club 3 years into my business, I probably could have done it sooner, but the fact that I did it at all boggles my mind. I work part-time. My kids come first. I found a way to do this because I knew it was my solution for life. Whether, like, when it comes to my health, my fitness, my finances, my life, this is the solution. You have to build that belief through personal development. You have to be in this, all in. And if you have doubts yourself, address them. Don't be like, I'm not so sure about Shakeology. Stop drinking Shakeology for a week and watch how crappy you feel. I'm not even joking. whatever your fears are, acknowledge them. Do your personal development to work through it, and remind yourself that this is a journey worth traveling. And you're going to get to diamond, and then you're going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing, because this isn't like diamond and done. This is diamond and okay, what's next? Let's do this. So I hope that helps. I'll include the list of personal development. And yeah, you guys can do this. Trust that. Know it.